We're on. Yeah.
Oh, hi. I don't know what just happened. Hello, super friends and thumpers. Welcome back to the trailer action from Hyper RPG. That's what happens when you shoot live to tape. Things go wrong sometimes, or you're just an idiot and you forget what you're doing. We are here today to do a trailer reaction for Spider-Man Homecoming, official trailer numero dos.
Nice.
Very excited. My name is Adam Hlavik. I'm joined here with Hector Navarro.
Is Spider-Man and that poster there. And we're also sitting next to Mr. Agustin Rios.
Hello, everybody. And I'm sitting here waiting for this trailer to go.
I know. It's only been a day. It's only been a day.
Yeah.
We've only had to wait a
technically
day.
It hasn't even been a day. It's just been like
a couple hours.
It's been some hours.
Less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours.
That's a good way to put it. Less than 24
Definitely
hours.
turned off my Twitter notifications.
Yeah.
It's been very peaceful on my end, and I enjoy it that way.
No big deal, guys. We're just getting a new Spider-Man movie this year, and he's my favorite fictional character of all time. So
he's your favorite man of all time.
Yes, he is. He's a real man.
What are you guys hoping to see in this?
I don't know.
Great.
That's a great question. That's a You please.
I think the first trailer we got a sense of kind of what the tone of this Spider-Man is going to be.
Yeah.
Different from what we've seen from Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Little hints of things that have kind of been carried over that are really much the personality of who Peter Parker and Spider-Man are. I love the fact again that it's going to be high school. I would like to see a little bit more about what the story is. Maybe a little bit more Michael Keaton. We really didn't get any. It was very Spider-Man heavy, which is fine. First trailer. This one, I want a little bit more of like what's happening in this movie. Not too much.
Yeah.
I don't want to know the whole plot.
Right.
The first trailer was definitely like high school vibe.
Yeah.
Similar to the stuff you saw at Comic-Con.
Actually, it's very different than the stuff I saw.
Really?
Well, so they intercut the shots with graphic shots of like polka dots and very vibrant colors, and the song choice was different too. And so that threw me for a loop. That's why I tweeted out. I was like, I don't know if people are going to dig this, because what we saw at Comic-Con was very different. And that's why I'm trying to think hard about what I'm really expecting out of this one.
I remember you described that you saw Peter Parker had a schedule through the day.
Yeah.
That he was sort of crossing off. It's like this very kind of graphic style thing.
Right.
I think I want to see Donald Glover's character. I want to see, is he going to be Prowler? Is he Hobie Brown? Are we going in that direction? Is he related to Miles Morales, perhaps? Maybe? Are they planting that seed? So I want to see a little bit more of Donald Glover in this trailer or in a future trailer, I guess. Yeah.
We saw that little tweet that they put out of that little techie thing.
Drone?
Yeah, the little drone that whatever comes out of off of Spider-Man's chest.
Yeah.
I just want to see some cool shit.
Yeah.
Really. I want to. It's gonna sound mean, but I want to forget about Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And I want to forget about Andrew Garfield. And I want to see what's new and what's exciting about the Spider-Man, because this is basically the third reboot. And it should not have taken this long for this character to finally be done right. And that's what I want to see.
Reboot!
Yeah.
All right, well,
I want to see Aunt May.
let's see. Here we go.
Aunt May.
Official trailer number 2, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Trailer for the trailer. Sick.
Snap. That's dope.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of that last time.
What's up, guys?
Yes.
So, to become an Avenger, are there like trials or an interview?
Do me a favor. Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Just stay close to the ground. You're the Spider-Man from YouTube.
From YouTube.
Can you summon an army of spiders?
Oh, Ned, no.
Do you know him too?
Stole his shield.
Can I try the suit on?
I threw a shield.
Yes. The rich and the powerful, like Stark, they don't care about us. The world's changing, boys. Time we change too.
Who is he addressing? Ooh.
These weapons are crazy dangerous.
Listen, Peter, forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
The illegal weapons barrier was at 2:30. You missed it.
Way cool.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
What if somebody had died?
I was just trying to be like you.
I wanted you to be better. I'm gonna need the suit back.
But I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it.
I screwed up.
You need to stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders.
I want you to understand. I'll do anything to protect my family.
Is that
I
Shocker?
know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So don't mess with me. Because I will kill you and everybody you love.
My friends are up there.
That guy is still out there. I just gotta do this on my own.
Just don't do anything stupid.
No shit.
All right?
Yeah.
That's some real
He's
Spidey shit.
gonna
right there.
science the shit out of that.
That's
He's
some
gonna
real
science.
Spidey shit.
Here's my favorite part of that trailer. If you're nothing without the suit, then you don't deserve it. Well, guess what the fuck's up, Tony Stark? He's everything without the suit. He's Peter Parker. He's Spider-Man.
He is Spider-Man.
He's gonna prove it. That was great. I had a good time with that.
That was really good. That
Oh,
was
that
really,
gave me
really,
warm.
really
that
good.
gave me warm, good, fun feelings. I had a good
Tingle
time.
jingles.
Yeah, that was good.
That was the tone of the Spider-Man that I'm looking for.
Yeah,
That was-
him and Ned, high school friend. That's
Yes.
that. I love that shit.
Yeah, like if
Little
I,
montage.
if I was Spider-Man and I had
Yeah.
a best friend,
Yeah, yeah.
I would have a hard time holding it from him.
Of course.
But I would also let him wear my mask, just like
Yeah.
he did.
And he was like, "This is awesome."
he's like, this is great. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's my mask. It's cool.
Yeah.
That's what my friends get. Cool
Yeah.
perks.
I definitely like those moments. That, like, to see that dynamic, that relationship, to see how that's going to play out, that's going to be a lot of fun. I said this with the first trailer. I said this when this was announced. I've been saying it ever since. I don't want a lot of Iron Man in this movie.
Yeah.
I do not want to see a bunch of Iron Man.
It seems like there's a lot.
I understand why they peppering him in to remind people that this is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But I think the posters are doing an enough job of telling people, look, there's Avengers Tower.
Yeah.
I don't want a bunch of Iron Man. If Iron Man shows up in the third act of this movie and helps Peter defeat the Vulture, I may be a little pissed.
I don't think that's gonna.
I
happen.
want this to be Spider-Man.
I don't think that's gonna
I want this to
happen.
be a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I think it is going to be. I think that Iron Man's going to show up in the beginning as a flashback or as a this is how Tony Stark dropped off Peter Parker during the events of Captain America Civil War. Then I think the movie's going to pick up however many weeks, months, whatever later, even if they're going to tell us and he's in high school and he's watching footage of himself take down Giant
Right.
Man and
Right,
he's
right,
having
right.
a good time. And then that fairy thing happens. And then Iron Man shows up. And he's like, give me the suit back right there in that moment. I think that's going to be Tony's second scene. And then I don't think we're going to see Tony Stark again until after he has defeated the Vulture. Until after Spidey's taking care of the Vulture, then Tony's going to be like, you did me proud.
You
You
gotta
did
get
good."
back,
that
Brusky.
scene that we always see of like Spider-Man and Iron Man flying through the city. I
Yeah,
hope
that's the last shot.
not
in the
that I
movie.
want that
Yeah.
to be the last scene, but I hope that's like
It will be.
We don't see Iron Man, and then
he
that
gives him
moment
the
happens.
suit back.
Right.
Right.
And so the whole third act is going to be it's just Peter with his
With his
DIY suit,
pajama suit
his
on,
pajama suit.
yeah.
There's another scene too of Tony saying to Peter like, "Don't worry about this guy in the bird suit or whatever." That I think is going to happen after the attack on like Washington or even with the fairies because that seemed like that was Vulture that did that attack with this
he
weapon,
split
that
that ferry
technology. He
apart.
split that ferry probably with Chitauri technology, whatever. And I think Peter's going to go to Stark Tower or go to find or Avengers Tower, whatever. And Tony, in just his regular civilian clothes, is going to tell him, "Don't worry about it, I got it." So I have a feeling that he's not going to be the buddy of a buddy cop movie.
Right.
Thing, but I think he's
Right,
going to be
right,
those
right.
sort of bookends because he said a couple things. Can't you just be a regular friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Love that, which is Tony Stark giving Peter like this is your place, and that is his place. But also Spider-Man is bigger than that. And then I think that that line that they hit was like again, if you're nothing without the suit, then you don't deserve it. You haven't earned
That's
it.
the essence of this movie right
He
here.
will earn
Yeah.
the suit, but he will, it just reminded me of like when Nick Fury gave Miles Morales the Spider-Man suit in Spider-Man comics. You know
And
what
he
I
kind
mean?
of didn't want it.
No, he did because he was rolling with a DIY suit up to that point. But it's just this feeling of like,
okay.
I'm saying at the end of the movie when Tony gives him the suit back, it's going to be this thing of like, you've earned it.
Okay.
You're Spider-Man.
Okay. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you
And like
got
the
this.
fairy scene, I know that's not going to be the end of the movie. That's the moment where the movie shifts and Spider-Man loses his suit.
Yeah.
Right,
Didn't really
right.
need to see so much of it. I would like to keep a little bit more mystery in terms of like the action set pieces or what's going to happen, like all the beats. I just want to know a little bit more about the characters. Like with Vulture, we still don't really know.
Yeah, I want to know Adrian Toombs.
Yeah, like there was an article that came out in
Yeah.
USA Today that explains that he is a guy who works. I don't want to say it's like a junkyard, but basically they collect
Like
a
a
lot of the
scrapyard,
alien
yeah.
technology, and he's the type of a character who's really kind of like what Powerless is about. It's about people who have to deal with the aftermath of superheroes and the mess that they leave behind. And
It's
apparently
interesting.
that's what Adrian Toome's character is. And then he kind of repurposes the technology into the Vulture suit, which is how Shocker gets his power.
And that suit looked scary. Like
It
that
did.
suit was
It was
like,
terrifying.
oh, they took an old man
Yeah.
in a green wingsuit and like
Yeah.
and they gave him some shit that he did cool stuff. Like
He was
could
doing some
pick
really
up
cool
Peter.
stuff.
He could,
Yeah.
the talons and everything. It looked
Right.
cool.
I think they really did a good job of making him seem like a viable threat.
Yeah.
Because before in the comics and even in the show,
Yeah.
he's just kind of a joke,
Yep.
and Peter's always making fun of him. And I think they're going to try to include that a little bit here, but they're going to show that Vulture can
He's
definitely
scary.
overpower
Yeah.
this
Oh,
young.
man.
Plus,
Peter
it's cool
Parker.
because, like, this Peter Parker, he's like 15, 16. So to that character,
Yes.
a character, the Vulture of that size and sort of that power is scary.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did have a
Age.
little bit of a gripe with the animation on
Play it again
Spider-Man.
silent. Play it again silent. Sure.
There was a little bit of the animation in which he was swinging in front of the crowd of people and he says hi.
Yeah.
It was a little
Right.
Looney Toony.
Yeah.
Like it was
a
a
little
little over exaggerated.
Yeah.
But if it serves, like if that style of animation serves the story,
Yeah.
it might work. But for now,
I really
looks a little
hope that
over-animated.
by this point Sony has done 5 of these movies already, like Sony.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and Amazing Spider-Man 2, for my money, had the best CG Spider-Man up to this point.
Yeah.
I thought that CG Spider-Man in Civil War was fantastic, but I'm like, I think by now they know how he should move. This looks fake. When he's in the neighborhoods
When-
with
when
the
he's-
lighting
when he's
and
swinging
everything,
around on the trees. Yeah.
but
I honestly wasn't the biggest fan of the Civil War Spider-Man.
okay.
I
And I
wasn't
think,
either.
and I don't understand why they made the suit CG. I don't know if it was
Right.
to hide the suit from potential paparazzis or whatever the reason
Yeah.
was.
Maybe.
But I mean, I think in this the suit looks great.
Yeah.
This is a great
yeah.
moment.
Yeah, they did a good
love
job
it.
with the suit in this one. I just
little cap
I
reference,
just
so
hope
great.
they don't keep drilling us with the fact that they are all in the same universe at this
That
point.
and that's kind of my that's a little bit my worry, and I understand from a business perspective why they're doing it,
Yeah.
because people,
Yeah.
the general movie going audiences who's not us, who doesn't understand how it works with Sony and Disney sharing the rights to the character, who
was
don't
a good
understand
little
all
bounce.
that.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing of like,
Yeah.
we have to make sure the audience knows this is not Andrew Garfield.
Right.
This is a
Yes.
whole
Right.
brand new thing. He's integrated into
I
the
think they
Marvel
do. I
universe.
think you guys keep talking about the business decisions, the business reasons for them to incorporate the universe. I think there's also good story reasons. I love the moment where they're in high school and they got Chris Evans to come back, put on the suit from Avengers 1
Yeah,
and do
Right.
this like physical challenge,
Yeah.
this
Right,
Captain
right,
America
right.
physical. Like, I love that shit. It doesn't happen all the time. And I think these movies, especially this Spider-Man movie, is going to have this like hypercharged like element of reminding you what universe it's set in. But when I read Spider-Man comics, it feels like every once in a while there's a reminder what universe you're in, what's happened to this
Yeah,
world, the
yeah.
events that have gone on. And those kinds of little moments, the fact that Peter's Uncle Ben grew up reading Captain America comics
Right,
and would
right.
read them to Peter when he was a little kid before any of these heroes came back, before Cap came back being unfrozen. I love that kind of shit. Was that Martin Starr?
Yeah.
Martin Starr was also in The Incredible Hulk.
Was he
Another
really?
Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. I wonder if he's playing the same character or they
Interesting.
don't care.
Yeah.
But I
They don't
love.
care. Alfred
I think
Woodard
they
was in
care.
Netflix
I think
too.
they care.
That's true. I love the
So-
bit where he's gonna have to land this plane because it is like Spider-Man going up against the Juggernaut. You have
Yeah.
to give him a threat or a character, an obstacle that's just like, oh, there's no way this guy can do it. He doesn't
Right,
have the
right.
power set. He's not
Yeah.
Iron Man. He's not Thor. Like, oh shit. And
when you put because
Ugh.
usually the falling plane, that's Superman's business.
Yep.
That's like he just
Yep.
easily carries it away. But Spider-Man doesn't have those powers. What is he
Yeah.
going to do?
He's
to
gonna
avoid
science
this?
it.
Yeah,
he's gonna science it. That's why he like targeted that one flap, and he's like, okay, if I pull this up,
He's
the,
like, I know
the
how
wind
planes
speed
work, and I'm
Ugh.
going to adjust this.
I can't
flap
wait.
Here.
It reminds me of just recent Batman comics with DC Rebirth. They had a similar thing in a Batman issue where a plane was falling. There's no Justice League. The first thing Batman
Oh,
did
that's
was
right.
call
The
everybody.
first one, right?
The first
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
He called everybody, and they were like unavailable. So
Yeah.
he had to land this plane by himself, and he's Batman.
Yeah.
And he used his technology. He used his smarts, and he
Alfred
ultimately
thought
was
he
like,
died.
dude. He ultimately was like, if I do this, I might die.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna when this thing impacts, I'm not gonna
I
survive.
can't survive this.
And it was a great Batman moment. It was
great.
it was a great Batman moment because it was giving him an obstacle that's impossible.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
the vibe I got from him trying to land that plane in
Yeah.
New York. Like,
Yeah.
oh
really
Yeah,
man,
interesting-
that's basically the
Basically,
same thing.
yeah,
it's
it is.
basically
There was
the
a really
same
interesting article that said that after the second standalone Spider-Man movie, that Marvel and Sony may not share the rights.
after the you mean after this one, or are they gonna do another one?
Spider-Man: Homecoming 2. Apparently, like they'll have to. It'll be in a stage of renegotiation.
Gotcha.
Do you want them to
I-
continue this?
Yes.
Right?
Otherwise, fucking don't.
Right.
That's I heard that
Otherwise,
too.
why
It's
do it
the
in the first
stupidest.
place?
It's the stupidest thing.
Honestly, the only thing that's going to decide that is the money.
Mm-hmm.
And you know this. That's the deciding factor. As soon as this movie makes a fuck ton of money, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, we'll just keep this up.
I think that it's all there. I think that this movie is going to be successful enough. And I think that I think that financially and business smarts, all of the reasons for these two companies to continue to negotiate and to keep making this work are going to be there.
Yeah.
I honestly do. I think that what's going to keep them from doing it is if some fucking idiot executive up at the top doesn't understand the value of these characters story-wise and why they should be in the same place. And if they're just looking at numbers, what I'm saying is I pray to God that those executives are at least fans enough of Peter Parker Spider-Man and fans enough that they've read an Avengers comic where Peter Parker's interacting with Luke Cage, interacting with Tony Stark, interacting with Spider-Woman, interacting with Hawkeye.
I see what you're saying.
That at least they're like, no, let's make this work. Because to me, that's the only thing that's going to keep this deal from continuing. Because financially, it's a no-brainer. Keep doing it. But if an executive thinks, and it's got to be Sony, because Marvel Studios doesn't need Spider-Man.
No.
But I think that why wouldn't they want Spider-Man to cameo in other movies that they have and to put their actors in Spider-Man movies going forward? Like, there's no reason Marvel Studios doesn't need that. And Marvel Studios, they care about their continuity. They kind of care. They're the ones that they
really care.
They put out Iron Man. They put out the Incredible Hulk, and Jon Favreau, who did Iron Man, was like, well, the Incredible Hulk's using Tony Stark in a way that I didn't approve of. Let's tweak it in Iron Man 2. Yeah. Let's say that they're happening at the same time. Like, they worked all that shit out, and most people don't care.
Yeah.
So I feel like Marvel Studios is the company that's like, we understand the value story-wise.
Right.
If some idiot at Sony thinks, oh, we've made Spider-Man movies before, it's already like, shut the hell up. That's not what this is anymore. You're not making just Spider-Man films. You're making something. You're a part of something bigger. You're making. You're telling a story that is a chapter of a larger thing. And if you guys think that Spider-Man is big enough to just do it on your own, fuck you.
Spoken like a true fan, Hector.
Are those your final thoughts?
Yeah.
I'm just really excited to see this. I am excited to see this new take on this character, which feels finally true to the character. I feel like there are still maybe a little bit of issues that we could work out. Yeah, maybe the trailer gave away a little bit too much. But I think people need to stop focusing on the destination, and we need to focus on the journey that this character is going to go through. Is this the character arc that we want to see Peter Parker go through?
Yeah.
Is this
at
going
this
to...
age?
Right, at this age.
There's so much potential,
there's
you guys.
Exactly. There's so much stuff that he could do that can redeem him and redeem the character of Spider-Man from where he is to the fact that this is his third reboot, which is a crime against Spider-Man, which really sucks that the character was treated this way. But hopefully this is the character arc that we see Spider-Man get redeemed and get the movie he deserves.
I think 10 years from now, we're going to see a 30-year-old Tom Holland leading an Avengers movie.
I would love that.
Do you know what I mean? That's called
with
like
a recast Wolverine.
Yeah, that's called like Secret Avengers. And Tom Holland has been it the whole time. And guys like Chris Evans and Hemsworth and Robert Downey, they'll have retired. Scarlett Jo won't be doing it anymore. You know, she might be Black Widow. She may be
the Nick Fury.
She might be leading S.H.I.E.L.D. But I'm saying that they're going to have Spider-Man leading the Black Panther, the Captain Marvels, Guardians of the Galaxy characters, new characters, Ant-Man and Wasp. Like, they might make a Young Avengers movies, these different types of offshoots, hopefully X-Men. But I think Tom Holland's going to be in this for the long haul, dude. I could see them taking the character through high school, through college, kills his own girlfriend, Mary Jane, 28 years old guy, starts becoming a substitute teacher, like goes up against Morlun. I think we're going to see all that shit. Joins the Avengers, like, officially.
Yeah. That's what I want to see. That's the goal. Well, that's the goal of this
Thanks
whole
for making
crossover
Marvel's
thing,
plan for the next 15 years, Hector.
It's already been made. Now, to stop the Venom movie. Let's go. We have to stop it. It shouldn't happen that way.
I think things are going to change as soon as this movie comes out.
Yeah.
I think they're going to renegotiate and be like, hey, guys, how about if we share Venom with this whole universe? Because not sharing him is the stupidest decision you can make for a Venom movie. So I'm still optimistic about that.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
It's overall, like, it's a really fun trailer. It gives you really a nice insight into Spider-Man, how he's being treated in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, his relationship with other characters, building new villains. I think that's one of the things that I think a lot of people have been hoping for. The Vulture has been a villain that's been talked about since like 2006, 2007, when Raimi was still doing the trilogy.
A lot of potential.
So I'm excited. My apprehensions are still with Iron Man and other Avenger characters showing up in this movie. I hope it sticks to what we've kind of gotten. I don't want to see too much of that.
I see what you did there. Sticks to.
Well,
Very nice.
you know,
Very nice.
sticks to other things too. But overall, yeah,
Whoa.
great trailer.
Woo.
But
Good
guys,
trailer.
let
Really
us know in the
excited.
comments below what you thought about this second official trailer for Spider-Man: Homecoming. Are there any other Easter eggs that we didn't catch that you did? Let us know. And what are you kind of hoping to see from this movie, Captain America? I mean, the Captain America cameo on the TV I can deal with.
Fitness challenge.
Yeah.
So great. So great.
Make sure you guys are subscribed right here on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/hyperrpg. We're doing a bunch of trailer reactions. We're porting content over from the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/hyperrpg. We do a live show Tuesdays from 8 to 10 p.m. where we talk about all kinds of movies. It's a good time. You guys should check it out.
Yeah, we had a fun
Hector,
show.
where can everybody find you?
Find me on the internet at Hector is funny.
You can
Agustin?
tweet at me at L_Santo Taco.
And you just find me at Adam Havoc. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next reaction. Bye.
Bye.